What up, y'all? It's your boy Onslaught Tree, back at y'all again with another episode of 16 Bars. I got old books in the building.
Yeah, somebody else is there too. You haven't acknowledged.
Well, can we intro how we usually intro first?
Oh, I don't know. It seems a little different. What's going on, people?
Old books is here. Sada God's in the building with us.
What's good, world?
You want to introduce yourself?
Jay Buggy with the hoodie. Yes, I'm his daughter. Yes, I'm prettier than him. Got you. But show's on.
Okay. There you have it. Hit up her Instagram page. We're going to put the information down below. Like I said, thank y'all for joining the show again. This is episode 33. We have another amazing episode ready for y'all. So let's get right into it, all right? Don't forget, if you haven't subscribed to the show yet, go on down there, man. Smash that subscribe button. So we're going to get right into it. What we got this week for them, Side of God?
Going to Harlem.
Harlem world?
Born in Buffalo.
Ooh.
Hold on. We got to go to the board, man.
Oh, we going to the big board?
Let's go to the board.
What we got going on in Fight Club? Hey, before we go into that, we've had two movements in the we didn't have no movement for like 3 months straight. Mm-hmm. And we had two pieces of movements for the last 2 weeks straight, man. So shout out to that.
The last albums. Jay-Z, Reasonable Doubt.
He's not from the Bronx.
Oh.
I don't know what he was doing. Number 4, Slick Rick, The Great Adventures of
Slick Rick.
Number 3, Lost Boys, Legal Drug
Ooh,
Money.
Queens.
Number 2, Kanye West, College Dropout.
Weezy.
Number 1, Meth Man,
Tecalian Stallion, Shaolin's own.
Iron Lung.
Johnny Blaze. Yeah, boy. So, yo, that's Fight Club. And y'all know how we're going to do it. After the show is done, we're going to take our vote. Side's going to vote. O's going to vote. I'm going to vote. If the album is hot enough, it's going to make it up on Fight Club. But if it's not, out of here. What we got for him?
Shoot it down. Today we're going with the Black Rob Report.
Black Rob Report. Before we get into the album, we got another shout out to one of our fans out there. I don't want to butcher the name.
Butcher it.
I'm not going to butcher the name. SHAHNAWAZ, but he goes by the Night. Thank you for always.
Shanawaz.
I'm not going to butcher it. Let them butcher it. Thank you for always commenting. Thank you for always checking out our videos. Yes. We appreciate you. Definitely. Shout out to you. Check out his YouTube page also. He also has his YouTube page. Check out his YouTube page down below. So, yo, like Sai said, this is the Black Rob Report. This album was released on October 18, 2005. Mm-hmm. All right? Now, lengthy album. There's 22 tracks on the album. I believe there are 4 skits. There's an intro and an outro. What are we going with length of album this week?
Damn. I'd say...
You can look it up this week.
I didn't.
He ain't cheating.
That's why he said, damn, I know look it up. I know he's like, damn.
I don't look it up. I just
right.
What's going with?
I'd say 50... I go 57 minutes.
57 minutes? Oh, what you got?
Go 63 minutes.
Length of the album, 66 minutes and 58 cents.
Yes.
Oh, got it.
Wanted that one.
Man.
Oh, take it back. So, yo.
Even though it's your album, I take it.
That's all right.
First track off the album is actually the intro, which is the courtroom skit with him in court, and they're talking about his trial, which is why it's called the Black Rob Report. So this is when the album starts. So second track on the album.
Before you even talk, we gotta put the disclaimer out there.
Oh man, here we go.
We gotta put the disclaimer. Thank you to Genius and A to Z Lyrics and all the other lyric websites that don't have this album.
Why are you saying thank you though?
I'm being
sarcastic.
As you can tell, I'm telling it as I'm saying it. So I'm saying
it's like this album was.
How can y'all have this album up? Like I can't find the lyrics.
By the world.
No, but they started it though. They had 6 tracks.
Genius,
they
get
finished
on your
it.
job. A to Z Lyrics, get on your job. All y'all lyric pages, get on your job. We need to be able to have the lyrics to this Black Rob album.
This right here is fire.
Black Rob, don't get mad at us. Get mad at Genius.
Get mad at them, yo.
So, yo, second track on the album, it's called They Heard I Got Life. And we're going to do, what we going to do, verse 2 or verse 1 over this one?
Well, this is one, it's pretty much just one.
One whole verse?
Yeah.
One lengthy verse? Let's get some of that.
You know,
what's some of them bars?
A man said, I'm wild known in Miami. Puffy Nelly told me, you ain't got to kill nothing to win no Grammy. I keep a thing handy in case a coward mistake me and think BR's a piece of candy. I used to play the block moving butter for the cow cutter. The pockets is Chris Rock
or Ruben Stutter.
I make him stutter.
Oh, what happened to Ruben Stutter? He fell off. After he won that, what he won? What's that show he won?
Singing show.
Yeah, but he blew up off of that though.
Yeah, he's still out there on tour. They do the American
I never
Idol
heard
tour.
nothing about Ruben Stutter ever since that show.
The Ruben Stutter tour. He be on the American Idol tour, yo.
Let's get some more verses out of that, man.
Or Ruben Stutter. Icy pinky, eyes is chinky, hose is kinky, laying on a full-length minky. The jail stank all on my name. It's a fucking shame. So hard to reassess my game and the whole aim. So I had to reassess my name. So I had to reassess my game and the whole aim. Yo, blacks, relax, fam. Show some reserve. You ain't a herb. Just a kid with guts and a lot of nerve.
Yo. Let's go into it, man. Track number 2. They heard I got life, y'all.
And jail stay calling my name, off the shame. I had to reassess my game and the whole aim. Black, relax, man, show some reserve. You ain't a herb, just a kid with guts and a lot of nerve. I used to run up and back you, make you get on your knees and run your capital. I had to change them ways to getting paid. It was either that or risk my house is getting raided. Y'all about to witness the power of street knowledge. Buffalo got my PhD from the street college.
Ooh, you peeped that verse? You're about to witness the strength of street knowledge. What album was that from? What song was that from?
You told me.
That's a classic line.
Street knowledge?
You're now about to witness the strength of street knowledge. That's out of Compton. Crazy one of my name, Ice Cube.
Oh, word.
That's their intro. You're now about to witness the strength of street knowledge.
Thank you, Rap Encyclopedia.
We gonna move on. But that we was just talking about that beat. That beat was crazy hard, man.
Production on this album is solid, man.
All right.
Yeah, great beats.
Let's go on track number 3, which is called "Watch Your Movement," and let's do a verse off of this too, man. I like this shot right here. What happened to Akon too? Akon had his run.
Man. He getting people lights in Africa and water.
Shout out to Akon for that.
Akon doing big things.
Shout out to Akon for that. That's what's up, man. That's what's up.
Let's go to Africa next year.
That's what's up, man.
$15,000. Let's do it.
15,000
a piece.
All right.
What?
Start a GoFundMe for me, guys.
Yo.
So I could get to Africa.
Sponsor us to get to Africa. We don't want much, just enough.
Just 15,000. Watch your movement.
Coming verse 2. Goes Mr. Unorthodox. Plus we got the weed on lock. Cup of C's gon' pop. Cup of C's gon' pop in the drop. We coming through with some brand new drops. Dope fat, don't stop. This is serious not. The workshop is so hot. Honey's rocking their pants with no tops. What movie was that?
Pants with no tops?
Yeah, it was in the words. That's every dope movie. Yo.
I was about to say, I see it in
every dope movie.
In Denzel Washington joint.
Every single dope movie.
What's that one where he plays the gangster from Uptown?
That was
American Gangster.
American Gangster. They had girls with no. They had all sorts of gangsters. Yeah, they be naked.
What's the one with Nino Brown? Classic.
New Jack City.
New Jack City.
Yeah.
Had them in the whole room. Everybody butt ass. The workshop is so hot. Honey's rocking their pants with no tops. And we hit the whole flock. Next year anticipated like Pop. Y'all the laughing stock with the strength of an ox. I locked down a couple blocks up top. And let my young gunners rock, making sure your heads bop. The same cut that took your watch. The same cat that went to war with Ed Cox. Who's Ed Cox?
The former mayor of New York
Wasn't
City.
a mayor, yeah.
I thought it was Ed Koch.
Yeah, that's what they should have put. They spelled it wrong.
Man, you know what? They tried. Whoever we got these lyrics from, they tried.
They stopped on 6 tracks. They never finished the album. Let's go, man. Let's go.
Yo, this is just another notch. Family, the bar reps for those who drink bourbon instead of scotch. Man, just give me my props. I'm investing stocks, plus turn back the hands of the clock.
Let's go, man. Yo, track number 3, man. This is called Watch Your Movement, y'all.
Ain't no time for you and I, so you better watch your movements.
Mr. Unorthodox. Plus we got the on lock. Couple seeds gon' pop. Me and seeds in the drop. We coming through with some brand new crop. Dough fat, don't stop. This is serious now. The workshop is so hot, honey's rocking they pants, no tops, and we hit the whole flock. Next year anticipated like Pac, y'all to laugh and stop with the strength of an ox. I locked down a couple blocks up top and let my young gunners rock, making sure your head bop. The same cat that took your watch, same cat that went to war with Ed Koch. This is just another notch. Family, the bars wet for those who prefer bourbon instead of scotch. Man, just give me my props. I'm investing in stocks, plus turning back the hands on the clock.
I came home from doing time, it's do or die, ain't losing. I've been roaming through and wide in the 7-9, just cruising, thinking about these dudes alive, but the truth is
Yo, man, listen. Akon had that voice, man. Let me ask y'all this, though.
What?
You know Akon was nice with the hooks, right?
And he was good with the songs, too.
Nate Dogg was nice with the hooks too. Who y'all got, Nate Dogg or Akon?
That's a. You
can't go with Nate Dogg.
Can't even ask that kind of question.
I'm just saying.
Come on, man.
Akon has some ill hooks.
Serious.
You heard Akon hook right there?
Get serious.
Let's move on.
Akon was an R&B singer. Nate Dogg was like more like a hip hop guy. He wasn't an R&B singer. Akon is an R&B singer.
Okay.
There's a difference, right? I never knew Nate Dogg to be an R&B singer. He sing hooks, but does he?
But he sing hooks for R&B.
Does he sing the ladies?
R&B artists too.
Did he ever? What was his album like? I wonder. Like a Khaled album, just him singing hooks on a bunch of features.
We're gonna look into that. Moving on, track number 4, which is called "Star in the Hood." Yo, this is the ill video. You got some time, yo? Go check out this video. This video is called "I'm a Star in the Hood." This is a real nice video, man. We're going to skip over that. We're going to jump into track number 5, which is called "She's a Pro." And this track has great production, man. I like the production on this particular track right here. While we're here, everybody knows Bad Boy on their rise. When Bad Boy was at the height of their game, or just getting up to the height of their game, you know that Death Row had their thing going on too. Death Row was trying to do their thing. Who had the better cast of characters on their label?
Bad Boy. Death Row really only had
Snoop and Dre,
Pac, and I guess the Dog Pounds and the Outlaws, and they really never did anything.
You don't like a Dog Pound?
I'm just saying they never did anything. Whereas Bad Boy, they had Big, they had Mace,
Locks,
they had Locks,
Loon,
Black
Rob,
G-Dep,
Sean. Sean was on Bad Boy. Remember Sean shot up the club?
Sean.
Allegedly, with J-Lo?
They had Craig Mack.
Bad
Boy had artists that went out on their own and did their own thing. Besides Snoop and Pac, really, who did
Dog Pound had a big imprint.
Dog Pound had, but none of them really never went out and did no numbers on their own.
No, don't say that. Corrupt and Daz did some numbers in the West Coast. Don't say that.
Not like.
I'm not saying compared to Bad Boy, but I'm saying they did numbers in the West. They did some big numbers. All right, so you're going Bad Boy. Sorry.
I'll go do.
Well, made some good points. Bad Boy had a bigger roster.
They did. People. I guess they had people on the West Coast, but they weren't really. I guess they weren't really sought after like that compared to what we are hearing on this side of the map. You know, like we had the Ice-T, the NWA, but then it's like who really was the ones on the West Coast coming across as much as Snoop,
Ice Cube,
Dr. Dre, you know.
Ice Cube was people over here was feeling Ice Cube.
The difference is Puff. Puff had his management different than Suge. I don't know. Suge probably came to the office day to day and he was on some chill shit, shaking down people, whatever he tried to do, extortion. Whereas Puff probably built his empire, seen artists, even if he's taking their lyrics and making them write stuff for him.
Dancing in the videos?
Dancing in the video. You want them dancing all in the videos. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, let's move on, man. Track number 6 is Where the Bypass At. And this is another skit off of the album. That's a very funny skit too, man. Then jumping over that, we have track number 7, which is called BR. And while we're on this track called BR, Black Rob has been on some really good tracks. Because remember, Black Rob was on the 24 to Life, 24 Hours to Live, right? And that track was heavy. He did some, and like, you know what? You're right, because what you just said, that roster that they had, you had chances to make really ill records, messing around with The Lock, Shine, Mace, Biggie, and Craig Mack. So you had...
Man, we didn't even mention the R&B side of it. Total.
Right,
112. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Mario Wines and all the mothers that he had. Carl Thomas on Bad Boy.
Carl Thomas.
Bad Boy was a real record label. Okay? They had a lot of artists that came through there and made Puff a lot of money.
All right.
Where are they now?
Luna's
they had
Dylan.
Dylan.
Luna's not doctor.
He had the top 5 MC there.
More hot fire.
Well, they had the band. We're gonna talk about the band later in this episode too.
They were featured on this.
Very heavy.
Were featured on this album.
Very heavy. Track number 8 is called Ready. Let's do something off of Ready. I like Ready. What verse we gonna do off of Ready, y'all?
We're gonna do the verse 2. I mean, you know the way you got it rocking. It's like it's a little chant in the middle. You know.
All right.
Verse, couple hook. Start off verse 2. You know I'm coming through the Source Awards. Somebody Jews got jacked.
Hold on. That's crazy, right? Back in the days, our biggest awards was the Source, and what's the other one that we used to do?
Vibe.
And the Vibe, right? Those are the big. Yeah. Every hip hop had these two. Now it's the Grammys. Or what's the second one now that we go to?
BET Awards.
And the BET Award. But back then, everybody was going to the Source Awards.
I guess for the people, it's the BET.
Yo, the hip hop, real
Awards.
hip hop heads was the Source Awards, but it was never on TV. That's the only thing.
It's recorded and watch it later on.
On the Avenue.
Yeah.
Bring back the Source Awards, man. Whoever's in charge over there, bring back the. I don't care, man. Either bring back that.
Yeah, they could bring it back.
Or put the BET Awards.
They got the Soul Train Awards.
It don't feel the same. It don't feel
No.
the same. The Source had grit.
Let me tell you, the Source Awards was the truth in '94 when they gave Big Lyricist of the Year, or Album of the Year, and Big on the mic. I seen the video, said, yo, I actually thought Nas was gonna win that award. You know what I'm saying? Big was giving it up to Nas, like, yo, I thought Nas was gonna win that. And Big won all the awards that year at the Source. They give Nas nothing, you know what I'm saying? Which is crazy.
Rest in peace, Big.
Big did it up though.
But yo, that was the real award show, man. That was the gritty award show where you see all the real hip hop voting on the real albums.
Nothing but hip hop.
Not voting on these albums because their albums popped off. Voting on real tracks.
New York rappers talking about robbing niggas at the Source Awards and they lyrics.
Listen, man. There's a lot of stuff that went down people still don't talk about.
Yeah, man.
Give us that verse. Give us that verse.
West Coast didn't happen
Did
that
get
day.
robbed at the Source Awards?
I don't know about that. I don't know nothing. Give us that verse, man.
I bet. Y'all know how I'm coming through the Source Awards. Somebody Jews got jacked. Man, it must have been yours. Y'all dudes be talking out the side of your mouth. So I put the gem star on the side of your mouth. Y'all ain't sell no records, made no cash yet. Fuck dude, cause my niggas is goons in every aspect. And don't get beside yourself. A lot of shit gonna be fucked up beside your health, man. Then the hook comes in, he's Black Rob, he's a dumb, fuck with him, you'll get fucked up. Fam, I don't threaten dudes. That's a promise. That's honest. You could kiss my ring and pay homage. Kiss noises. Or get smart. Read books by Nostradamus. Meanwhile, I'm deep sea diving. Oceanomics. I seen green. More greens than the Sonics. More green than the Gakko Lizard. The Grand Wizard. The 9mm Stork. I walk up on a nigga, put the 9 to his throat. And watch him shake like the Pope.
Oh, God. Yo, let's get it, man. Yo, this track is called Ready, yo.
These dudes out there fun bodyguards up the...
He's Black Rob,
Yeah, man.
he's
Better
okay.
stop, man.
Playing,
Man.
you'll get put
Alright.
away.
Y'all know how I'm coming through the Source Awards. Somebody Jews got jacked, man. They must have been yours. Y'all dudes be talking out the side of your mouth. So I put the gem star on the side of your mouth. Y'all ain't sell no records, made no cash yet. Screw Duke, man. My fam is goons in every aspect. so don't get beside yourself. A lot of things gonna be messed up besides your health, man.
He's Black Rob, he's
Yeah.
a thug. Mess
Black
with
Rob.
him, you'll get
Raw
touched
report,
up.
man. I don't threaten dudes, that's a promise. That's honest, you can kiss my ring and pay homage. Or get smart, read books by Nostradamus. Meanwhile, I'm deep sea diving, oceanomics. I see green, more green than the Sonics. More green than the Geico lizard, the Grand Wizard. The 9mm scope. I woke up on a dude and put the to his throat and watch him shake like the Pope.
Ooh, you can't talk bad about the Pope, man. Didn't the Pope just get locked up for child pornography, allegedly?
I don't know.
Not the Pope.
One of, well,
All
oh,
his
He
underlings.
meant the Cardinal.
All his underlings.
Remember, there's only one Pope.
okay, one of the cardinals.
All
One of the Archbishop Cardinals, the ones underneath him.
the underlings.
Ah, yo,
The underbosses.
underbosses. Track number 9 is called BLACK.
R-O-B.
I got it.
Ooh.
Now there's a rumor being spread about me and the team and a couple wild brothers out of 115. Y'all might not have heard it. Some cat got murdered. Now everybody walk around all shady nervous. I ain't sweating that. About to do a show in San Antonio. Then what? Then fly back home. I called guys on the phone. They had a car at the airport. Something with a chick chauffeur. Butt naked in a full-length fur. It's on and popping. Work it, baby. Ain't no stopping. Bad boys in the building. Honey's catching feeling. Now we rated number 1. Now sales through the ceiling. People have faith in Rob. I'm on that and run the point like Jason. Kid, God. It's one thing to be all hood. I guess it's safe to say what? So far, so good. Black.
B-R-N-A. Yeah, let's get it, man. This track is called BLACK, yo.
Signed and sealed, I deliver my new. If we don't get no bigger, we never left now. We took a break off. You all tucked in, we about to take off. Now there's a rumor being spread about me and the team, and a couple wild brothers out of 115. Y'all might not have heard it. Some cat got murdered, and everybody walking around all shady, nervous. I ain't sweating that. About to do a show in San Antonio, then fly back home. I called out on the phone, they had a car at the airport. Something with a chick chauffeur, butt naked in the full-length fur. It's on and popping, working baby, ain't no stopping. Bad boys in the building, honey's catching feelings. Now we rated number 1 now, sales through the ceiling. People have faith in Rob. I'm on that and I run the point like Jason, God. It's one thing to be all hood, I guess it's safe to say. What? So far so good, Black.
Woo! Let's move on, man. Track number 10 is called Lights Out, and this is an interlude on the album. So we're gonna jump over there. Track number 11, When You Come Home. And while we're here, Black Rob had left. He had left Bad Boy. He left Bad Boy Records, I believe, in
Like 2011
11 or something.
Yeah, late.
And one of his illest tracks, well, maybe his biggest tracks ever, was the track War. Remember War?
Yeah.
What was big?
War was produced by the DITC crew.
No. Oh, Buck Wild. Yeah.
Okay, I didn't know.
So DITC, Digging in the Crates,
Well, it was produced by Buck Wild.
from Digging in
From
the
Digging in
DITC.
From that crew, but not the crew produced it. Just
All right,
Buck
so
Wild.
there's some info on that. Track number 12, You Know What? And I had something I want to talk about here. The second.
JMU Genius
Yo, for real.
and everybody else. You know what? Featuring Louis, the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan was my track. Like
Yo,
that
play
beat.
some of that track for them, yo.
Yo, matter of fact, give them some of
I
that.
can't find the track. I can't find the lyrics.
Damn
Yo,
it,
just play-
man.
just
I
play
don't
some
know
of
about
that.
the lyrics. Just play them.
Play
Just
some
Then I gotta go
track.
look for it and
The
cue it up
song?
and all that. Yeah.
All right, well, I'm going to talk while you cue it up. So,
There you have it.
heard that beat.
Yo.
There you have it.
Fire.
That's that. So let's move on, man. Good track. Thank you, Louis Farrakhan, for that. Always good to hear your voice, hearing you talk that knowledge. That's what's up. Next track on the album is called, the next song is track number 13. Y'all know who killed him, and this is featuring Biggie. Y'all know who killed them, filled them with the Rugers.
What song was that?
Shit, but they pleasant.
Kind of quiet. Watch my the riots.
What was the original song?
I can't remember.
I gotta see the track listings.
Yeah.
Let's get a track. We got a verse for this. Let's get a verse off of this, man.
Nah, we ain't got
No verse for this. Let's give him a little intro of this track right here, man. All right, so y'all know who killed him. We're gonna give y'all a piece of this right here.
You seen that kid, man? That's my man, dog. You know? It's crazy, you know what I'm saying? How, you know, kid just laid him down like that, you know what I mean? Yeah. Word on the streets, man. Some same cats, man, they got your other boy.
I know who killed them, filled them. Some they understand.
My name rings legacy across the land. I'm the man, advance me 400 grand. And on top of all that, I'm smooth as a silk. This is milk. Brothers know how black is built. People want me off the streets, man. Sworn affidavits had me back and forth to court, but family, I made it. I guess I'm living proof that rhyme do pay. Mean lawyer on the side with the fake toupee. Hey, daddy on call, 600 an hour. Had me back on the streets in no less than an hour. BR's the epitome of effing black.
That's funny. That's funny. Yo, let's move on, man.
Lawyer on the side.
Oh, man. Next track on the album, track number 14, Back to Live Action. And while we're back to live action, we're going to get into some ratings. Very skimpy on the ratings this week, y'all. Again, don't be mad at us with this one.
2005. What's going on, people?
So we got Hip Hop DX. Gave it 3 stars out of 5. The Blender gave it 3 stars out of 5. And All Music gave it 3.5 stars out of 5, yo. And that's it. That's the ratings, man. Looks like it was kind of middle of the road with that. So that's how it's going to be.
It wasn't even in the middle of the road. It's like it was on a ditch on the side of the road, left for dead.
All right, let's move on, man. Let's do, we're going to move into the next track on the album. Track number 15, which is called Fire in the Hole.
Fire in the Hole.
And this is featuring Ness.
Elliot Ness.
It's not just not Ness.
No, just Ness alone. And a couple tracks down that had the rest of them on it.
Yeah.
So y'all talked about
making the band.
Y'all talked about MCs that introduce people on their
album. I don't know Black.
And y'all wasn't too happy about that when other people do it. How do y'all feel about it now that the band is on Black Rob's album?
I wouldn't have put them there, but Ness was idle his bars, but I think that was more Puff.
Of course, probably
Puff wanted to showcase them and get them in some type of line because I don't think Black Rob would have put them on there. For what?
There's a difference in when you're talking about right there is it's like two different points of introduction. You was comparing that Foxy Brown introduction with Cormega on the front. That's you got the whole front of my album. You know. You got my surprise coming through my birthday party. You walked in the door and it was like, oh, sorry, he's still outside. And then it's like, oh, okay, he walks in now. But them getting featured coming down to the end of the album, when we done went through a lot of great tracks already. You know, that's a little spotlight. A little 16 introduction. You know what? That's all right.
I'm going to talk about that on my rating section. You guys have a lot of things to say. We're going to talk about that. Let's move in. Track number 16. Smile in Your Face. And we're going to do Smile in Your Face or not?
We could get you signed from there, alright?
Thank God.
Thank you. It was hard to find the scrolls for this album. The scrolls was hard to find for this Black Rob.
Let's get Smile in Your Face, man.
They smile in your face, but they ain't loving you. Turn your back, they trying to break your JAW. Ooh, a nigga on the run eating POW. Strapped with arrows and the chrome BOW. It's no act, yo, no. This chick can keep my dick between her cheek and gums like tobacco. On the FDR, doing like 90 a pop. What's the FDR?
That's the highway.
What's it called? What's it?
The FDR?
Yeah.
What does it stand for?
Don't matter.
Franklin Delano Roosevelt.
Oh, God.
Fuck 5-0 niggas too grimy to stop. All we came to do was tear up the spot. Think we care if you roll behind us or not? I'm the one-man army, the one hand on the Tommy. If you standing next to me, one hand on your mommy. Your arm too short to box with Rob. Who said that before?
He took some of your arms to box. The box with God is the line.
Who said that?
I thought that was the pun line, but that's not pun. Who was it?
Nasir Jones.
That was Nas?
Yeah, when he came at Jay, he said your arms too short to box with God.
But yo, listen, we're actually not going to give y'all that verse on that. We're going to give you some more information. It was 2011 when he left Bad Boy and went over to Duck Down Entertainment, which is Duck Down Entertainment. They were also
Duck Down.
Yep. So he went over to Duck Down Entertainment in 2011.
Evil D.
All right, let me finish my verse.
You want to give him that verse though?
Well, we can't go to the verse.
Go ahead, give him the rest of the verse,
man.
All right, I'm the one-man army, one hand on the Tommy. If you standing next to me, one hand on your mommy. Your arms too short to box it, Rob. Swipe your face like the bad boy corporate card. A lot of shit I do is off hard, and I be like, shh. That's why the feds don't want to talk to Rob. You had to go force the guard. Now I ain't got nothing to prove. Ain't got to carry the two. See, my daddy told me bury them fools. And remember this rule. Don't fuck with niggas that ain't fucking with you. So when you're home with nothing to do, just get comfortable. Because they ain't doing nothing to you. And they can take it how they want to take it. I ain't just a rapper, certified Harlem Night. Mr. Will Bust a Kappa. Yeah, that was a hard verse. He said, so when you're home with nothing to do, just get comfortable. Because they ain't doing nothing to you.
I want to do the shit non-stop.
Let's talk about Bad Boy team, y'all. So they had Black Rob, right? Mace, Sean, G-Dep, Loon, Deluxe, Craig Mack, and Biggie. Let's take Biggie out of the equation. Out of that whole Bad Boy team, who do y'all think was the illest MC out of the Bad Boy team?
I'm going with Jada or Styles.
Jadakiss, Styles P? Sorry, who you got?
I was always riding with Jada from jump.
Are y'all going? Okay, so are y'all going?
It's like
y'all going most lyrical. You're going most lyrical.
I'm going lyrics, and yeah, pretty much lyrics.
You going what?
The lyrics was.
I mean, what else would there be?
No. Who popped the most?
Oh, Mace popped.
Who was most successful?
Mace was most successful.
Okay.
You see, Mace the numbers, boy. Mace did it, but at the end of the day, Mace ain't.
He ain't age well.
No, Mace is eye candy. I need soul food. You know what I'm saying?
Mace had lyrics too, bro.
But yeah, lyrics, but his lyrics wasn't too. Right now, they don't stand the test of time. But he was talking about.
You can still go back and listen to Lock shit and be like, yo, that's hard.
Exactly.
Okay.
That's hard.
So you going with who from the Locks? The whole Locks, or you going with somebody?
I go with the whole Locks.
The whole Locks. You going with Jada?
No, so then you ain't go. Oh, that makes sense. Niggas said the whole.
There was a group back then, though.
I said Jada and Styles.
But back then they were a group. They weren't single.
But back then number one was.
I want to go with Jada and Styles.
You can't go with two. Pick one.
It got to be Jada. It was Jada.
Jada lyrically.
On Bad Boy, it was Jada.
Jada, and you going with.
It was Jada.
All right.
It wasn't no one else.
All right. Let's move on, man. We're going to move into track number 18, which is called Team. And this is the track where they have the entire, well, not the entire, your boy Dylan wasn't on the track. But
more hot fire.
The whole of the band. And if you don't know who the band is, the band was a group that Puffy put together.
And he made them walk to Brooklyn to get cheesecake.
Making of the band. And then
From
Dave,
his restaurant.
He did a show.
And Dave Chappelle did a spoof talking about go get me Cambodian breast milk or goat milk. Remember when he told him go?
Wait, weren't they the ones in it? They were. He used them for it.
I think they was actually in there. What? He was pretending to be Puffy, and he said, "Go uptown and get me some breast. What is it? Goat milk or some milk, yo?" They should
bring a Cambodia. Give me some breast milk.
He came back. This is it, yo. It was.
So funny. Here we have a Black Rob track with the whole entire the band on that track.
I think Black Rob didn't want to do that though. I know that's definitely Diddy. Puffy was like, "Listen, this is what we gotta do.
You gotta showcase these guys,
right? Because he wants to make his money, and he want, you know what I'm saying? Because why would that be on Black Rob's album? What does that have to do with him?
It didn't fit.
I mean, it did not fit though, like, but it didn't belong.
The next track
It
was good.
It worked out. He had bars.
But to have the rest of them,
it makes sense. It makes sense business wise. If you have a star,
but if you
everybody's gonna buy his album.
But if it's your album though,
if
it's your album, how would you feel if somebody came and said, "Listen, we want to put these
I'm
other
putting Vance in jail on you."
Hold up, listen. If you're part of a team, you can't think solo. You gotta think about the team.
In those years, Black Rob wasn't with no team.
He was on Bad Boy Records.
Yeah, but Bad Boy themselves could put out their own.
He wasn't close to Biggie.
Of course,
he wasn't close to Mace.
Like I said, at that time that
was a genius move. If he's one of the guys that's selling,
I didn't say
put him on the album and get their name out there.
So I said business wise is a good idea, but for me personally, if it was my album, I wouldn't want it. I wouldn't want it.
I don't know them like that. I just seen them
try
on TV.
to get them niggas. Who the fuck are them niggas?
So what? Okay, so what if the band blows up and now Black Rock has a chance to feature on their album? Wouldn't that be paying it back?
That ain't happened though. So
I'm just saying though.
Yeah, if it's a split, it'll be all high right now.
Let's move on, man. Track number 19 is called "Help Me Out." We're gonna jump past that. We're gonna go to one of the almost the final skit, which is called the courtroom skit. They had another courtroom skit at the end. Track number 20. We passed that one already. And track number 21, second to last track on the album, is called "Long Live BR." And we also wanted to play this track.
This is huge. This is him based pretty much. This is the closing. Let me plead my case. This is my last, my last.
But we couldn't find the lyrics for it. Track number 22, final track on the album, is called "The Verdict," and that's when the what do they call the people in the courtroom again?
Jury.
The jury is coming in to give the verdict. And the album ends right there. So that's it, man. Black Rob Report. Finished with the album. We're going to give it our votes. We're going to come back at you. We're going to see where it lands. If it lands on Fight Club, all right? We're going to see y'all in a minute, all right? Back at you. It's time for ratings, yo. This is Rating of the Barz. I want to go first. I gave it a 2.5. Now, there's a few things I want to go through with this album. Black Rob's first album is called Life Story, and he released that album in 2000. This album came out 5 years later. Anyone that listened to his first album, Black Rob, was raw, great production on the album, and it was just something, I want to use the word unique. This album here, it seemed like he got souped. Soup is just a word we use here. He got juice. He got gassed. He lost his aura on this album. He went too commercial. The beats are way too commercial beats. I don't like the production on this album. There were way too many skits on this album. This album has 21 tracks with an intro, an outro, and there's like 5 skits in the middle of them. The album wasn't sequenced right. And the biggest thing about this album for me is just that it didn't feel like a Black Rob album. After listening to Life Story was an amazing album. Just feel like he took a step backwards. And then, like the guy said during the episode, he has the band in this episode. You Black Rob, and you got the band. No disrespect to the band, but the band was kind of garbage. You had the band, and they had multiple tracks in your album. Nah, man, you're supposed to let Black Rob shine, or put the Locks on there. Put Biggie on there. Well, Biggie had but that was just like a sample. Put Mace on there. Put Shine. You put the band. That's a no-no, man. This album, to me, Black Rob took a huge step back from his first album, Life Story, and I was not happy with this album at all. I love you, Black Rob. I like your music. Your music is ill. You can spit.
You don't love.
As you can see in the album, but this album here was nowhere close to his first album. Total step back. 2.5. Your boy Onslaught 3.
I don't think I've seen a rating that low Since I've been working here.
Sound like a lot of hate to me.
Since you've been working here.
Since I've been punching the clock. I've been had time. I've been punching the clock.
What you gave it, O?
I gave it a 4, man.
A strong 4.
Strong 4. Alright, there's a lot of tracks on there that I like, you know what I'm saying, that we couldn't print out the lyrics. We couldn't even play for you guys to hear. So this is kind of like, the disclaimer should be in front of this album, because we can't really showcase it the way we want. Tree says that he don't like the way that it was sequenced, or too many skits. 4 skits, maybe a little too much, but it's 21 tracks, you know what I'm saying? It's not like he did 4 skits with like 13 or 15
4
tracks.
skits and the next 2 intros, and the intro and outro.
Yeah, but outro he's spitting, right?
Yeah.
The verdict, no. The verdict just had order the court. And they get the verdict, and they get the verdict, and then he didn't even get the verdict. It lead up to the verdict, and then the album ended.
Oh, still, the beats is not commercial. I don't really talking about commercial beats. These beats is more fire, like Dylan said. Like when you hear these beats, you just be like, "Yo, I never heard these beats before." Like they knock, you know what I'm saying? Honestly,
commercial?
I don't know how you get commercial.
These beats weren't knocking.
Fronting.
I agree with him on the band, because I was saying the same thing. I would
what
never.
The hell are they doing there?
I would never put them on my album. But like I said, that was more like a Puffy decision or somebody above him. There's no way. It's like you're right. You put the locks. You put somebody else. You're not putting the band on there. He probably thought to have him not put on there. And Puff was like, listen, it's either that or we don't drop the album. Who knows? And that probably crippled him a little bit. But I gave him a 4, man. It was a good album. I liked it.
Wait. You gave it a 4, right? What's your all-time favorite track on the album?
The one, You Know What, with Louis Farrakhan.
And this is what I don't understand about O sometimes. Nas' first album, he dropped the album with 10 tracks, 9 songs, and one skit. This album has 22 tracks. You guys are always talking about the length of albums that are past 50 minutes or 48 minutes or too long. This album was 66, almost 67 minutes.
You the one that said that you like albums.
I like long albums.
And it's a long album. You ain't giving no love.
But it was just... Y'all always say...
It's a meaty album.
You always say when an album...
He didn't give it no love.
It was too much skits.
Didn't give it no love.
And it's not...
Sai, what are you going with?
How does it get a 2.5?
Sai, what do you got for
him? If I give him my rating at the beginning of the day...
No,
he would have given it a 3.
Listen, this is my honest opinion on the album.
Well,
what you going with?
It would have got a 5 from me, but the stupid damn.
This would have gotten a 5.
Yes. The Elliot Ness track, Fire in the Hole, it was a good track.
I like Fire in the
Hole. Fire in the Hole, it was a good track. That was a good feature. And if any rapper on the Bad Boys making a band crew that got Barz, it's Ness. So that right there, it was definitely a good track. The second track with the band, Babs Bunny and the rest of them, Chopper, it was a waste. Like, what the fuck? But anyway, besides that, the put together, it was the story. You can see it from, Black Rob, definitely been in and out the jail. So he lives his life however the hell he lives his life. Production from the storyline, everything pretty much went into a sequence of a story, listening to whatever he had to tell you on it.
What story was he telling on this album?
It was just pretty much his life story. Like it was pretty much him talking to a jury. The whole thing was him talking to a jury.
Life story wasn't in his first album.
And now he's fighting for his life. He's in the court, talking to the jury, talking to the judge, pleading his case. This is where I came from. The beats he had good production. Talking about it was commercial.
You give an album a 4.5, and it had an intro. You
had Puffy
4 tracks in. 4 tracks in. It had an interlude. 3 more tracks, another interlude.
And the intro,
3 more.
The intro
4 more tracks,
outro,
another interlude.
The intro flowed into a track.
2 tracks from.
You had the intro
from the band. The last 3 tracks was a courtroom skit,
29 seconds.
1 track and a verdict and another skit.
The courtroom intro was 29 seconds that led straight into the song.
Okay, sorry. The last 3 tracks on the album.
The verdict. So you could say the first song and the last song were 4 minutes and 38 seconds for the last track. And the first track, you could give that
Sorry,
the same
the
thing.
last 3 tracks was a skit, a track, a skit.
So you can't. I don't know why they made this the first and the one in track 1 as the skit, because it was just 30 seconds of talk going into a song. So you wouldn't really consider that a long ass skit. It had the basketball skit, the back to live action. That's a skit, a whole minute. And that was a good skit too, you know.
I never said it was a bad. I never said it was a bad skit.
You know,
Banco Popular.
that it was hard. The lights out, and you making it seem like it took up a bunch of time in the song. If you a minute and 3 minutes, so he could have dropped off one track, which would have been the team shit, and it would have been down to what, 20 tracks, minus 6 minutes, a perfect hour.
4.5.
4.5. I should give it a fucking 5.
All right, man.
I'm gonna give it a 5. Now.
So I gave it a 4.5. Black Rob Report. O gave it a 4. We're gonna move into
and you gave it a 2.5. Don't forget to say your rating.
We're gonna move into the final
You know what?
segment of the show,
You can add him, guys.
which is what? Sorry?
The Bars of the Titans.
We're gonna get into Barz.
Where's your energy at? Every week you tell us, come on, guys.
Listen.
Where's your good energy
At
today?
Onslaught Tree.
We're gonna get into
All
Barz
right?
of the Titans before we get up out of here. Sorry, what you got for him?
Rampage.
No, we gonna. What? Oh, give us the name of the track. Rampage. Okay, my bad.
Rampage is the name of the track. I'm not.
Who's on the
familiar with
track?
this LL
EPMD?
Cool J.
It's an EPMD track
EPMD?
featuring LL Cool J.
Featuring LL Cool J.
Okay.
Before we get into the track, Sai, any outros for the people?
Take the chance. Don't be afraid. If you're qualified, take it. If you're unqualified,
You still took it.
get qualified and then take it.
All right. Oh, Bugs, what you bumping this week?
Somebody's about to get a job.
Promotion.
He's like, yo, take
Promotion.
it. Give me that.
What you
Quick
got for, Mo?
qualified. Been bumping. Still the 2 Chainz album.
Okay.
Rapper Go to League, and just started listening to that Schoolboy Q album.
Schoolboy Q.
The
Oh my
Schoolboy Q
God.
album, Num Num Juice.
Oh.
Okay?
Wait.
How is it?
What's the name of the album?
Num Num Juice.
Yo, man, y'all gotta.
Yo, what is wrong with this guy, yo?
Num Num Juice is the name of an album?
What is wrong with the name?
Hip hop is
How do
dead,
you
man.
spell
Nas.
that? N-U-M?
N-U-M-B.
What else you listening to?
Num juice. What's
That's
that?
it.
Lean?
Just, I don't know. Something they drink out there.
You got Beyonce's family just dropped the album, and you listen to Num
Don't
Num
care for
Juice.
Beyonce.
Beyonce's
I'm not in
family.
my.
What's that girl name dropped the album?
I don't know.
Salon.
Salon.
Salon just dropped an album. You ain't bumping that? You bumping
Nah.
Schoolboy Q?
Maybe my girl's bumping it. I'm not bumping it.
All right, let's get into the final track. This is called Rampage. This is LL Cool J's verse.
Yes.
Let's
I don't
get
know
it.
If it's the first, the third, or the fourth.
This is actually
Middle.
the second track.
The middle.
Second verse, yeah.
Like
Paris
the
went
middle
first.
child.
I believe Paris went first, then LL, and then
What does EPMD stand for?
Their names.
that's their name, yeah. Eric
Eric Parrish.
and PMD.
What?
Eric Sermon is E
Yeah.
and PMD.
Right. Eric Parrish. And.
That's it. Eric is E. Paris is PMD.
Okay. There
What's
you
his
go.
name? Oh, you know what? It doesn't even matter. The Ripper, the Master, the
Overlordian,
playing MCs.
like an old accordion.
I get the inspiration from unnecessary station.
And then I was vacationing.
They saying I was vacationing.
Oh.
You can't quote with your weaker throat.
Right on time. Wow. That was so
That one
unexpected.
fell right into
Oh my God. Pun intended.
LL. Thank you, LL.
He had you
He
set up
waited for me.
a while.
Wait for me.
Yeah,
Let's
he
go.
did.
Let's go. Let's go.
Trying to sneak a peek at how I freak them notes. Major MCs become minor B flats. So retire the mic.
Oh, you get that? Major MC become major is a key, like the major
I
key
know.
and the
like,
B flats,
yeah.
yo.
You know, I learned about that
Where?
by Sean Barbarian, SP, Sean P.
Sean Price?
Sean Price?
Yeah, remember he had the minor and the key, minor and D,
Yeah.
and then the little skit, and the girl plays the little.
Give us that sign.
You don't remember that? What the album?
Imperious Rex?
Yeah. And they said minor in D. Alright, just continue. We already messing up bars.
Anyway. Here's your chance to advance. Get in your stance. I shoot the
holster off your cowboy pants.
Pure entertainment. Tonight's your arraignment. You're guilty, face down on the pavement. No holds barred. It's time to get scared. You and your squad better praise the real God. The Undertaker dropping thunder on fakers. While it comes to lyrics, I'm as freaky as Seeker. Seeker? Seeker. Who that?
I'm as freaky as Seeker.
That's the Indian, like, Kama Sutra.
Seeker.
Okay.
S-E-K-A. So lay the mic down slow and careful. Cause mine is fully loaded and got another handful. A clip to slip in and start. The clip to slip in and start ripping. Divine and dipping and giving punks a whipping. Oh shit! Just in case you wanna go a few rounds or so, I'm down so that you clowns will know. Me getting burnt or hurt won't be tolerated. I got rhymes up the ass. Forget I'm constipated.
Ooh, yo, this beat right here is crazy, man. So yo, that's it. That's out of God. That's all books. It's your boy Onslaught Tree. This is LL Cool J off of EPMD's track Rampage, y'all. We're gonna see y'all next week, guys. Peace.
Yeah. Slow down, baby. Slow down, baby. Slow down, baby. The Ripper, the Master, the Overlordian, playing MCs like an old accordion. I get the inspiration from a necessary station. I'm saying I was vacationing. You can't quote with your weaker throat, trying to sneak a peek at how I freak the notes. Major MCs become minor B flats, so retire the mic, get your chains and your bats. Here's your chance to advance, get in your stance. I shoot the holster off your cowboy pants. Pure entertainment, tonight's your arraignment. You're guilty, face down on the pavement. No holds barred, it's time to get scarred. You and your squad better praise the real God. The Undertaker, dropping thunder on fakers. When it comes to lyrics, I'm as freaky as Saker. So lay the mic down slow and careful, cause mine is fully loaded and I got another handful. A clip to slip it and start ripping, diving and dipping and giving punks a whipping. Just in case you wanna go a few rounds or so, I'm down so that you clowns will know. Me getting burnt to hurt won't be tolerated. I got rhymes up the forget it, I'm constipated. Slow down, baby. Slow down, baby. Yeah. Slow down, baby.
When I come around, homeboy, watch a nugget. I master on the beat down. My style's rugged. When I attack the